Okay, so have you figured out how you know each other?
I think I'm the dwarf. Maybe in a war or something.
Mm-hmm.
If I was like when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
that I fought in the war as a wizard,
Okay, yeah.
or maybe something like that.
Maybe.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Why not?
In Waterdeep, every arcane magic proficient person need to register with the guild when they arrive. And it is understood that every spellcaster is actually always are on call if the city needs you to defend the city from attack. They can always call in a bunch of wizards to man the walls and throw fireballs and things at the monsters approaching. So you're always in a sort of reserve military defense function when you're here.
Because Behold has natural magical abilities.
Mhm.
He's technically not technically doesn't cast spells. He uses magic. So he found a loophole so he doesn't have to sign into the guild.
Yeah, I think
But
it's
it's
a
also
good,
why people
good
don't
idea
another
to
reason
not
why people
show
don't
your
like
face
it.
in the guild, because they're gonna do nasty things to you, I think.
I think
I
It's better
think
to keep
that
a low
maybe
profile.
you are keeping him secret from the guild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
would
so
be cool.
right. So you live in the wizard's library,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah.
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 And I think that my character is good at solving problems. Perhaps for the wizard. But it may be that my character is useful to you because she can get a lot of things done and she knows her
Yeah.
way around the city very,
Yeah.
very well. And so
I don't. I'm an old
So-
man.
yeah, so who knows? Maybe you fed my character one time long ago and gave her food, and so ever since she has decided that she's going to. You know what? I think she sneaks around and keeps an eye on you, and you
Yeah.
don't even know it.
Yeah, I'm just.
So I'm in the tavern. And I'm keeping an eye on my favorite wizard, but
Because he was nice to you
yes,
one time.
uh-huh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I think.
And I make sure no one hits the wizard.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. So, the Yawning Portal is a very famous tavern, actually.
Which is a very bad idea for a creature.
So we will discuss your role in this scene in just a moment.
The tavern was founded around a gaping hole in the ground. It looks like a well almost, but it's like
So,
30
here?
feet or something across. Yeah. It's actually the sort of remnants of an old tower that has sunken into the ground. And it's a gaping hole down, a long way down.
There, it sounds like
Yeah.
wow.
Under the city.
Sounds like exactly where I want to sit and have a drink.
Exactly. Under the city, everyone knows there's a big maze or like a dungeon called Undermountain that is also quite famous. It was built by a mad wizard ages ago. And the person who bought this plot of land and built the tavern around it is actually a former adventurer who has been down there a couple of times. And there's still like a service, so you can actually pay. They have like a big golem type character, heavy statue.
Golem?
Yeah, that can actually have like a pulley and get you down there if you want to go adventuring down there, and then they pull you up. And every once in a while there's something unsavory coming up through the hole and you have to put it down. So everyone is a little bit on the toes if there's a monster coming up the hole. But
I've
you
been taking a sip.
exactly. So
exactly.
you're drinking, but you're also keeping an eye out on the hole. Yeah, on the portal. You also know that place is dangerous. It's really dangerous. So
You know,
I
it
don't
seems
think
to me
it's
that the
something
people who come to the Yawning Portal are not exactly always they're used to unusual things,
Yes.
And they may not always feel like they have to obey the law in every last little bit.
Correct.
So that means if the beholder wants to come and just be at the table with the rest of us this time,
The
it can happen.
Yeah. The innkeeper
But
looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, you keep those eye stalks where I can see them."
That's right.
And that's about it. Then you're
Okay,
cool, right?
right,
And then they
right.
serve you beer. What could possibly
Mine,
go wrong?
mine isn't an alcoholic.
No, that's right.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like
A
alcohol.
drunk beholder with a death ray.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
fortunately, yes. We can be glad he
if-
does not
actually
drink.
doesn't
if you
have
want
acid
if you want an
rain. He doesn't
idea,
have acid rain.
you're actually already in the picture, right? But this
Oh,
is
look at that.
this is like an
Oh
art-
yeah, right. You showed
yeah.
me this before. There's also
like a person
grell there.
gallery of famous people in
Oh,
Waterdeep.
may I see?
Yeah,
Well.
it looks
yes.
like one of those fine Wally or Waldo or whatever it's called, right?
yes. But I actually think this is just fine. It shows us where you have.
I
the
saw
way,
my
my
catchphrase is
The what?
my catchphrase.
Your
is
catchphrase.
Note that down, please.
Okay. So, while you're sitting there having a drink, you are approached by a quite wealthy looking fellow. He introduces himself as Volothamp Gedarm, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service.
I like your dramatic.
Never heard of him.
He actually wrote Volo's Guide to Monsters.
I'm,
Best-selling book.
I'd like to use stealth
Yeah.
Didn't Volo
to position myself
Yep.
to some position of advantage regarding this individual.
Sure. So difficulty 10 in here.
Oh well.
Not too
All right. So then,
Yeah, it's
So
oh, except I roll very badly.
I use it.
yeah.
I
That's
yeah.
I use
Shh, I am busy in a resolution situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, I actually
no.
knock over a stool and
Someone else says, "Hey, watch where you're going."
Right.
So everyone looks
Right.
at you
Yes,
for a little
yes,
while, and then
right,
they go
right.
back
Try
to
to hide
business. Yeah.
behind the invisible man.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll just pretend that I had nothing to do with anything. And
Yeah.
okay, so much for that. idea.
He says, "I hope you have noticed the last couple of days. There's been quite a lot of violence in the city. So you have been here for a while, so you all know that there has been a few violent exchanges between different street gangs in the city.
I call it insight.
Oh,
I call perception to see if the man is hiding anything.
That's
That's
insight.
insight.
That's insight.
I have insight too.
okay. You can both roll.
You can both roll. That's
Yeah.
fine.
A
So-
D20.
What exactly do you want to know?
He
I-
already said.
Just generic if he's hiding something.
Yeah.
Okay?
If he's hiding something dangerous like
Mhm.
weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
I'm just checking if he's
Yeah.
lying or like how's.
So difficulty
what's-
difficulty 10.
Okay, look at at insight and tell me what the plus is, Eric.
It just has an X because you only marked the box. So basically, we take your wisdom because insight.
Yeah.
Insight.
Don't roll yet.
Insight
Don't roll
uses wisdom. So you have +2.
Kan du ge
And do you have
Erik
a
för,
mark? Yeah.
hans
So you have
insight
+4. So that one
bonus?
+4.
Okay.
Plus
Han kan svenska bra.
insight. My wisdom is +2.
No.
Oh.
No, 8.
So I got a 12.
All right.
No, he seems to have honest intentions. Does he have a weapon? Yes, he has a rapier in the belt. It's not hidden, but he has a cape.
Hey.
Hello.
We're doing a Dungeons
Do you want to
and-
sit in for a while?
Maybe. We're doing a Dungeons and Dragons.
This is
session.
Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Hey, Alice.
No, he seems honest. But just to fill you in on the background story, there's been two gangs. One gang called themselves Xanatar's Guild, but they're not actually a guild per se.
I've heard of
because Waterdeep doesn't have a thieves guild. If they did, it would be Xanathar's Guild.
I've heard of Xanathar.
So they're
Evil Beholder.
a criminal
Don't like
organization,
him.
masterminded by Xanathar. Yeah. The other crew is called the Centaurins,
I've heard of those
Yeah,
too.
and they are rather new to Waterdeep, trying to build a name for themselves and grabbing some more
That's
territory.
my catchphrase.
They're called what?
Centarim.
And I am Von Frankolius.
You're very old.
I know.
I like very old.
I call history.
So there has been a couple of
He's telling us.
skirmishes, basically, where people have ended up dead. Both gang members of both sides and sometimes innocent bystanders and things like that. So the city guard is on a little bit of a heightened alert level, let's call it, and everyone is keeping a close watch at this.
I can jump in, but I don't have a character. Should I make a new one or take one of my old?
You can take the cleric if you want. We're not gonna, because it hasn't leveled up. Has it leveled up?
No, I don't think so. If
Maybe.
Frankie didn't have
It doesn't matter. We have a beholder.
I am not leveled
Yeah,
yet.
that's right.
Oh!
But
Well then.
you might want
Yeah,
to.
there's plenty of room.
I call history to remember Xanathar's guild. It's not one of my skills, but
What happens if you roll something that's not one of your skills at all?
Then it's just an ability check.
Wait, okay.
So,
So your raw bonus?
sorry.
So just the bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I would do it. I don't.
Okay. So for history, that would be intelligence, Eric, I believe. So
Yeah.
therefore, what is your bonus for intelligence?
3.
Roll, add 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, he knows all about
Okay.
Xanatar's guild.
Yeah.
Xanatar is a particularly evil beholder. Well, it's actually a title given to a couple beholders who are the leader of the guild.
That's my spell book.
The Xanathar is a leader of the leader of a thieves guild, and if he has a presence in the city, it's probably because he wants something here.
True.
Well. Sounds like a.
Think he
Sounds like a
wants my
great idea.
magic.
I wonder if Xanatar is open to some new members, particularly one new member.
It's one
Like
of those
me.
folders there. Volo continues, at least. He says, I fear I have misplaced a friend amid this obvious malevolence. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple of nights ago and was kidnapped. Or worse. Yes, if you would agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now, and I can give you each 10 times that when you find Floon. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need?
I'd do it not for the money, but just to help a person in need. Oh, and also because I'm his biggest fan. Sign my book, please. I'm one of his biggest fans.
Book signing. Yeah, that'll suffice. Nicely. Does anyone else have a book to sign? I'm quite famous, you know.
You can sign my axe with your blood.
Tempting, but no.
Yes, I accept your request,
Is it something you want to do?
young man.
Young man.
That's right.
Yes. So he is a little bit. He tells you the story of how he and his friend were out making the rounds in the bars, and a little bit embarrassed because maybe got his friend into trouble. And they were at a place called the Skewered Dragon 2 nights ago, where they drank and gambled for a few hours, and then Vulu left for home at the middle of the night, and that was the last time he saw his friend.
Where do you think he took the? Where do you think they took the person?
I don't know, but I think some people saw him leave, but maybe he had some company. Maybe if you go there and ask some people or knock on some doors,